Christmas Day. The one time a year that every man gets to pull his own cracker. Wait a minute. I don't remember getting a gingerbread man. Wait, who has gingerbread man for a Christmas tree? That's weird. The fuck was that? What, is there a gas leakage or something? What the fuck was that? Fucking, you're a grown ass man scared of a fucking gingerbread man. Fuck me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking ridiculous. Okay. I gotta pour myself a beer and chill the fuck out. Fuck. God. Ooh. What the hell's wrong with me? It's Christmas. Okay. Seriously. I'm gonna pour myself that fucking beer. Fucking hell. This is what happens when you read a Stephen King's book. You just spook yourself out. It's fine. Nice beer. Nice beer. Oh yeah. Oh, what the hell was that? What? I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's nothing. Merry fucking Christmas! Eh? Krampus came on 2015. And, you know, I actually remember going to the cinema to watch this one. And I genuinely had a good ass time with it. I remember walking out of the cinema thinking, that was so cool, that was so unique, that was so different. And it kind of still holds up. I mean, what other Christmas movie has fucking deranged, creepy ass jack-in-the-boxes that eats your children? Name the movie. I'll wait. Anyway, but seriously, Krampus, for all of you who aren't familiar, Krampus is a mythological being from books and mythology that is basically the complete opposite of Santa Claus. He's basically the opposite. Like where Santa Claus, as we all know, brings joy to children and brings them presents and all that good shit. Krampus is the opposite. You know, he brings misery and the complete opposite, you know. Yeah, so it's a cool concept. When you read it on paper, you're thinking, that would be a good ass fucking movie. And hey, shit, it worked. So the movie starts off with a family, a nice little happy family. Except it's never just a happy family. There's always that one person from a family is like, I ain't fucking happy. Fuck you guys. So he rips a letter or whatever and he throws out the window and all the shredded paper like flies up and it's really cool, the shots, like it all flies out as if it's heading somewhere, you know. And of course that attracts Krampus because, you know, he is attracted to children that basically either aren't happy or ungrateful, really. That's sort of the way Krampus, the mythology works, like kids that are ungrateful, like sort of bring him in, you know, that's sort of like, it's like the thing that attracts him, you know. And, but yeah, so that starts the whole thing off. And the characters in this movie, oh God, at least 75% of characters in this movie are fucking annoying. I mean, they're properly like just irritating. Primarily the family that comes to visit, like, cause you know the other family and their kids, they're just fucking irritating. They're genuinely one of those families like, well, we've got this, we've got that, we can afford this. What can you afford? Nothing. You know, they're fucking irritating. You know. Oh God, we all have that one family member, don't we? But yeah, it's fucking it. Even their kids are irritating. Like picking on like the cool kid, like, you know, they're just picking on him for the sake of fuck it. I was born in this earth to pick on cunts. Yeah, you'll do. Let's poke him till he bleeds. Poke. That didn't happen in the movie, but it's a concept. You know, I'm surprised it didn't. But fucking hell. So they all have dinner. And of course, you know, there's that hateful, competitive family talk. Again, I suppose every family has them. Like, there's always that one competitive family member, isn't there? Every family has at least one. But, shit. So they're all firing shots at each other, and the other family are trying to just rise above it. And the other one will just keep digging, and then causes a friction. And that's what causes the kid to rip the paper up and throw it out the window. And that's the start of the madness. Fucking madness. So, so you have the first, like the scene that, the whole thing that starts the family from thinking, well shit, that ain't right. Which is when the daughter says she wants to go to her friends. And I'm sorry, but if it was my daughter and I looked out the window and seen that weather, you ain't leaving. I'm sorry, but you if you were my daughter, you ain't going out in that fucking weather. You stay. You can see them tomorrow if the weather clears up. That's it. You know, but no, they said, no, it's fine. She'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And she goes and then we have the first confrontation with Krampus himself. And there's this really kick-ass shot. It actually stuck with me after I watched it. He was like jumping on the roofs. And I thought that was really kick-ass. I was like, holy shit. And keep in mind, when I first watched this movie, I knew nothing about the mythology of Krampus. I mean, you don't have to watch this movie. You know, the movie speaks for itself. Like, they have the grandmother in this movie who explains everything for you. So, you don't really have to have that knowledge going into this movie. It sort of explains it to you. It's like, You know, it's like a book, but in movie form. But there's a lot of books out there that they're a lot better. But, you know, for what it is kick-ass. So, you have this really cool shot where like Krampus is jumping off the roofs, and then the daughter like jumps under a car or something, and she's like hiding under it, and you just see Krampus's feet walking around, and then she's eventually you have this little silent moment, you know, stereotypical jump scare scene where it's all quiet, and then she gets pulled out, and that's it. So, you know, I don't want to say the parents in this movie are like, they take it very well. Like, the daughter disappearing for a while. Like, for me, maybe it's just me, but I'd be panicking and fucking running left, right, center all the time. Like, again, I could be just me. Maybe I'm just a paranoid guy, but I'm just saying, if it's my daughter, I'd want to know, like, if the friend she was going to live 10 minutes away, and it's been 2 hours. You know, I would have at least said to her, okay, listen, when you get there, call me, let me know you're there safe, just for peace of mind. Or, even better, I'll walk you to the door, make sure you're there safe, and then I'll come home. You know what I mean? But no, they're just sitting there thinking, oh, I hope she's safe. I wonder if she's safe. Is she safe? I'm sure she's fine. She's fine. She's big enough. Yeah. It's like, fucking hell, people. Oh, shit. But, there's so much. Odds are that eventually they do go out, they try and look for her. Eventually. And after like 2-3 hours, they go out and all this freaky shit happens. But the effects in this movie, which I really am a fan of. Like, there's like I said, like the Jack in the Box, and it's like it's really cool design. It's like a Jack in the Box, but it's got these like creepy ass teeth and it's fucking huge. But I thought that was such a fucking cool ass design for a villain or some sort of fucking thing. I thought that was really cool. And then you have the gingerbread man, where I remember in the theater, everyone was laughing their tits off at it. Everyone was in stitches. Whenever that came up, like that scene came up, everybody in the whole theater just burst out laughing. You know, and I was at that point, I was thinking, is this a horror or is this a comedy? What the fuck is this? Like, should they be laughing? Are they meant to laugh? But yeah, no, they were, because that's what they were going for in this movie. So that was intentional. And you get the brother who fucking gets his ass kicked with fucking nail guns and everything, and the gingerbread man always shooting at. And fucking hell, and there's a lot of seriously, there are a lot of great shots in this movie. Between killer gingerbread man, a big ass fucking killer Jack in the Box that like tries to swallow one of the kids like whole, which is creepy. The concept alone is creepy as fuck. Let alone seeing it is actually creepier. And so yeah, then you have the grandmother, like I said earlier. She's the one that's knowledgeable of Krampus, you know. She talks to her grandkids, who says, no, Krampus, and she goes through a whole origin story about Krampus. You know, and so pretty much explains it to us viewers that maybe don't know Krampus, because Krampus isn't common knowledge. You know, unless you're a big horror fan and you're into all that, you know. Or if you're not, you don't get a fucking clue who Krampus is. You know, I get asked numerous people, said, hey, you ever heard of Krampus? Who? What the fuck is Krampus? Is that a cheesecake or something? And you're like, what the fuck? You know, but yeah, so you have all that, and so you have the whole thing where like so you hear something coming down the fireplace, and then obviously it's Krampus, and you have this the whole design even for Krampus himself is fucking awesome. It's really badass. Like, you have this big hulking fucking beast of a thing, and like you have Krampus, for what you see of his face, you only see like 2 glimpses, and it's like just hollow eyes and like these big teeth. It's such a cool design. I fucking love it. And he did a really great job with that. I mean, horror designs in general, he did a fucking awesome job with it in this movie. And he comes down and the whole family, just one by one, just get annihilated. And then when you reach the end of the movie, like the kid that ripped the letter in the beginning and threw it out the window, he eventually like begs Krampus, like, give me my family back, and he begs and whatever terms and conditions, and then suddenly he wakes up, and the whole family are there, and he's like, "Whoa, okay, I guess he listened. Wow, what a guy! What a generous guy! Creepy but generous." And so at the movie, you sort of realize that as it zones out, like, I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those concepts, like, between death or reliving the same kind of day and morning every single day for eternity. Is that better, or is death better? And yeah, you might say, oh, that one's better. Obviously, death. Who wants death? But like, you see them when they wake up, everyone's happy until they remember what the fuck's going on. Krampus, why are we here? And that begins the horror until they wake up the next day. Slight happiness, remember it again, and that's just going to be endless loop. So between that and death, So as it zones out towards the end, they're basically in a snow globe, which is a fucking cool, really cool like concept. But yeah, I mean, Krampus is one of those movies. It's hit or miss. It's not for everybody, and some people love it. It's just whatever you're into, And personally, I would recommend it because I had a lot of fun with it. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's ever going to be anybody's favorite Christmas movie. But it's going to be one of them movies that you will watch in December and think, I can have fun with this. It's pretty cool. I like it, But yeah, so I would totally recommend it. If I were to give it a score out of 10, I would give it 7.5. Has to be 7.5, yeah. It was a really fun movie. And yeah. So, if you watched this video this long, I wholeheartedly appreciate it, and I appreciate you. And if you think I've earned it, please like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you think Krampus is a good Christmas movie? Do you think it's a good movie in general? And yeah, would you recommend it? So, thank you, and once again, a big Merry Christmas to every single one of you. You're all awesome, and I hope you have a great and happy day. Thank you. Oh, and don't kill anyone.